Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching, email coaching, as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. I also have a self-study mini course, Telepathically Connect with Your Specific Person. So if you guys are interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about something that comes up quite a lot among people manifesting a specific person. And that is the whole doubt, the whole resistance, the whole lack of confidence, if you will, about their chances of succeeding in manifesting that specific person and that relationship that they want with their SP. So today I want to talk about how you can increase your confidence in manifesting your specific person, how you can increase your confidence in your success in manifesting whatever it is that you want with your SP. So this is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. So I know most people manifesting a specific person tend to be very emotionally involved. This is not necessarily a bad thing, and of course it's a normal thing, especially if you're manifesting marriage with your specific person, if you've decided within yourself that this is the person I would like to spend the rest of my life with. I get that's a big deal. If you see your SP as your counterpart, if you see your SP as your soulmate, I know some of you see their SPs as their twin flames, if you subscribe to that narrative. And so all of that adds importance to the manifestation. All this makes it seem like the stakes are very high when it comes to that manifestation and that desire. And while there's nothing wrong with something feeling important to you, something mattering to you, at the same time, you've got to remember that you have the inner power to manifest anything you want. You have to remember that everything originates in you. You have to remember that other people are your mirrors. And the reason I'm saying all these things is to remind you guys that manifesting still needs to be seen as something fun and something pleasant. The mistake I see a lot of people making, especially when it comes to an SP, because like I said earlier, the emotional involvement comes into play, and so that can create a lot more resistance, is that you're looking at your SP manifestation as something that is the end-all be-all. You view it as the most important factor to your happiness. You tell the story to yourself that if you can't have your SP, you're not going to be able to be happy. And this tends to create a lot of resistance around that desire, and it tends to create, or rather put a lot of importance on it. And when we see something as so important, as something that is the end-all be-all, as something that is the number one factor to our happiness, what is bound to happen? We stop having fun with it. It stops becoming pleasant. And it's not just that manifesting is supposed to be pleasant and it's supposed to be fun, because at the end of the day, we are supposed to know that we are already whole and perfect and complete within, and that everything that we manifest, we're just adding to ourselves, but is not anything that is going to complete us in the first place. The fact is, whenever you have less resistance to something, whenever you see something as fun, whenever you see something as playful and pleasant, it becomes so much easier to manifest, you guys. So if you're suffering from a lack of confidence about the success of your manifestation, and I know many of you manifesting an SP, especially if you've been manifesting them for a while, I know many of you are in this boat. I know many of you are feeling this way. I know many of you are feeling discouraged. Your confidence is low when it comes to your manifestation. You guys want to start seeing it a little more like a game, rather than something that is so important, so vital, so crucial in your life. And that doesn't mean that your manifestation is not important to you. It doesn't mean that your SP is not important to you or doesn't matter to you. What I'm trying to say is that it would be nice if you took a step back and looked at things from a more objective perspective, and instead of becoming so emotionally invested in this manifestation, instead start seeing it as a game. And what do I mean by that? Start seeing it as, okay, if I do this, what is going to happen? If I persist in my desired reality for a whole day, let me see what's going to happen. Just adopt a spirit of curiosity and sort of a playful mindset around it. What happens if I do this? What if I persist for a day? What if I persist for a week? What's going to happen? Let me see. If I change this part of the game, if I change that part of the game, if I change this part of the equation, what's going to happen? Start seeing it more as something fun, something pleasant, something that's a bit like a game. What I'm trying to say is stop taking it so seriously that it's defining your whole life. You're allowing it to define your whole mood, and you're allowing it to define your mental state and your emotional state. When you place so much importance on something to the degree that it becomes so vital for you, to the degree that you become so emotionally attached and so emotionally involved that it has the power over you to influence your mood, to influence how you feel, to influence your state, and at the end of the day, to influence your own confidence, then you guys, this inevitably creates a lot of resistance as well. And it doesn't become fun anymore. It doesn't become pleasant anymore. What I'm saying instead is start seeing it more as a game. This will increase your confidence because you will no longer feel like this is my end all be all. And if I don't get it, I'm going to, die alone or be miserable the rest of my life. Instead, you start seeing it from a more light-hearted point of view. You start seeing it from a lighter and more playful perspective, and that can only help things, you guys. That removes a lot of the resistance. That removes a lot of the unnecessary importance on the subject. That also makes it so much more fun for you, and it also makes it so much easier for you to imagine better for yourself. And it reduces your resistance, it reduces your opposition, it reduces all the doubts and all these annoying voices in your head that tell you that you can't do it, it's hard, it's impossible, he said this, she said this, they did this, they did that, etc. All these things that at the end of the day are keeping us prisoners in a certain mental and emotional state that does not serve us. And we forget to have fun with whatever it is that we're manifesting. In this case, a beautiful, loving, committed relationship with our specific person. Instead, if you start seeing it as a game, if you start looking at it from the point of view of, okay, let me do this and see what happens. Let me make it a game to actually not spiral in my thoughts and in my fears. Let me make it a game to persist in my desired reality and in my imagination for X amount of time. Let me make it a game and see if I can imagine the best possible scenario with my SP that might even be better than what I've imagined up until now. If you make it a game and you start looking at it from this perspective and from this point of view, I guarantee you, you're going to feel so much happier, you're going to feel so much lighter. I guarantee you your confidence is going to shoot up, and it's not going to feel so difficult, so hard, so impossible anymore, because the emotional attachment you have to it will have been reduced. And while it's still important for you, it's important in a different way. It's you taking back control of you and your life as opposed to relying on that desire and that manifestation to make you happy, which is definitely going to reduce your confidence, guaranteed. So you see, it's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of learning how to change your perspective, how to see things from a different point of view, how to start feeling differently on demand by changing your perspective and your perception of things. And this, in and of itself, helps you change your state and helps you boost your confidence and not feel so low anymore and so doubtful and so questioning everything. And so fearful that your manifestation may not pan out, and what are you going to do if it doesn't pan out? It takes all the desperation away, and it makes it a game. It makes it something fun. It makes it something pleasant. And the added bonus to that is that your manifestation of your SP is likely to come much easier, much faster, much more effortlessly if you start seeing it from that perspective and in that light. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.